Now, a few months ago, I reviewed this flight simulator, and as you can see, it was really not good. But there's something very special about this one, and it is that this flight simulator runs on the Nintendo Switch. Yes, right now we're playing on the Nintendo Switch. I got it connected up to my PC, and I'm recording the screen right now. Yeah, this is what the simulator looked like. Now, just recently, a new flight simulator for the Nintendo Switch got released. It has the proud name Flight Simulator. You know, I like when they have very creative names. But you can watch the video about the Island Flight Simulator, which again I posted a few months ago. It was really a bad flight simulator, definitely. But the new one is not good either. You can already say that. Now, actually, there was some hype to this flight simulator. You know, there are not many games for the Nintendo Switch, so a lot of people were hyped up when they saw a new flight simulator for the game console come out. Yeah, actually, the trailer video of the flight simulator has 10,000s of views. So yeah, some people are definitely interested in this flight simulator. Let's see if it's any good today. Alright, let's get into the game, right? Now OVLX is the developer of this flight simulator. They really like to make a lot of these games. Now, actually, for the sake of this video, I have already played through the tutorial so that we can immediately jump in and fly somewhere. We have an A380 here that does not look right. It just doesn't look right. They always mess it up. I don't know. Something is just wrong about this plane. Oh my goodness. We're just immediately spawned into the game. Right, that was a random intro, I would say. We have some jobs here that we can take. Yes, we can take several jobs that we get paid for. Let's fly to Astana, whatever that is. I think that is somewhere in the Baltic region. So how should I analyze this? On the left, we have the throttle slider. It is completely messed up if you take a closer look at it. For example, you can see that right now we're entering the reversal zone, which doesn't make any sense because it's obviously the other way around with turboprops, but I'm just gonna ignore that point. Let's just taxi onto the runway. Oh wow, there's some heavy storms going on outside. Now, I'm pretty sure this is really just a very low quality flight sim for mobile phones converted onto the Nintendo Switch. A way you can always tell these bad flight simulators is bad proportions. If you look at the trees in the background, they are so extremely huge. They are bigger than most of the buildings. There are a lot bigger than this small airplane. It just doesn't look right. Now, do we have cockpit view? Oh, we do, indeed. It doesn't look good. It is not live either. Actually, you cannot even tell anything that's on the screen. This is very bad. Oh, there's some very bad weather. Now, I spawned into the Berlin airport. I don't think this is what Berlin looks like, but I'm just gonna ignore that. Let's just go ahead and take off. Now, something I forgot to mention is that you control the aircraft on ground with aileron input here, with roll input, which is extremely disturbing to all pilots, definitely. Right, let's just take off. We control pitch with the right Joy-Con. There we go. You don't really control pitch, but you, oh my goodness, we just almost hit ground. No, actually, instead of controlling pitch, you more or less control altitude, I would say. The plane doesn't really pitch down or up, it just goes down. It is just extremely weird, and I think landing is going to be quite a special experience in this flight simulator. I really cannot imagine how landing is like here. How do I put the landing gear up? That's a good concern. Honestly, I don't know how to put the landing gear up. Oh, yeah, I just put it up. That's good. Alright, now we're on our way to Astana, which is somewhere. Now let's take a look at the map. As you can see right here, the flight simulator kind of pretends to have a global map available that you can fly around in. But actually, this is fake global. You cannot really fly worldwide, and the world is extremely shortened. It's completely fake. Everything is fake in this flight simulator. By the way, have I talked about pricing? Yes, I did pay for this flight simulator. Yeah, this flight simulator cost me 15 euros. Yes, 15 euros that I'm never getting back. And we have some weird warning here. We should probably climb some more. Now, I do kind of respect this instrument panel. As you can see, altitude is measured in feet and speed is measured in knots. That is something that I can kind of respect, but as you can already tell, we're going crazy fast. Like, we have a crazy fast ground speed going on, which can help us pass last time. As you can see, the scenery down here is really just fake scenery. You're just flying around some weird regions until you arrive at the airport. It's just really not good. It's not a well done flight simulator, definitely. And we do have clouds that look very, very bad. I don't know who did these, but it's just not right. I still wonder how they can be charging 15 euros for this. Now, how do I change the views? I cannot. Okay, we have a high altitude warning. I haven't seen that one before. That's weird. Okay, very interesting. Now, I think especially on sale, FSX is a lot cheaper than this flight simulator, which is definitely just sad. I mean, the physics are completely messed up. Let me just tell you, when we move the ailerons, the plane does not actually change heading. It just bangs, but it does not change heading. Actually, the only way to change your heading is through rudder. You have to use rudder to change your heading. That is completely messed up. Actually, for the first time, a flight simulator managed to have a worse physics engine than GTA 5, and that is an accomplishment. You have to say that. This is just a really sad thing. It's really sad for the Nintendo Switch, right? It just shines a bad light on it. Now, I gotta say that the flight simulator that we reviewed before on the Switch was a lot better. At least the physics worked alright. But this is just, nothing is right about this flight simulator. Nothing. Just nothing. It's pretty much like my videos. Nothing is right when it comes to facts. Now, while a lot of people will defend this flight simulator saying, oh, the Switch cannot run any better games. The Switch is too much of a low power device to run any good flight simulator. And I think it is not. I'm pretty sure the Nintendo Switch can run simulators like Infinite Flight quite well, or maybe older versions of X-Plane 10 Mobile or something like that. The Switch probably does have enough power for all these games. I mean, Sims. Honestly, I think the developers of this plane just tried to make more money by, I don't know, converting their iPhone app to a Switch, which actually probably is not even that hard. They probably didn't spend that much time on this one. It's just sad, right? But I mean, it kind of does work. There was some genuine hype around this game. Actually, a lot of people told me to make a video about this one in the comments. It is pretty known, actually. Right, we're coming close to Astana Airport. Isn't that an airline? Yeah, whatever. Nothing is realistic in this flight simulator anyway. I cannot trust this anymore. Okay, high altitude. Okay, whatever. Right, we are coming close to Astana. We have some landing options. We can select auto landing, which is more of an Airbus move. We can have the path option, but we can also have the pilot option. As a pro pilot, I'm gonna go for a pilot option. Oh, this doesn't look like a comfortable flight to me. Wait, is the vertical speed here measured in knots as well? Yeah, you're supposed to use feet per minute, but I'm just gonna forget about this all. Now, I think down there is the runway already. We already have it in sight. I think this is going to be a very smooth landing. Okay, now we have our views back. Now in this game, in this sim, the elevators are not used either. This is just completely unreal. What a shame. This is a waste of time. I guess after all, the Nintendo Switch is more of a handheld device. You know, you can play games like these on a long flight. If you are really bored, then you can probably play these games. I mean, Sims. This is definitely a very realistic flight sim. Right, we're approaching the city of Astana. Yeah, I have no doubts that the city of Astana actually looks like this. Again, landing is quite a story in this flight simulator, because again, you only control the altitude of the plane, not the pitch of the plane, which is extremely weird and so extremely unrealistic. Oh, praise the Lord. Ouch! Alright, congratulations, you landed. Alright, we have landed, I guess. Well, once you go throttle idle, the engines turn off. That is weird. And once you put in some throttle again, the engines turn on again. Realism at its finest. Now let's put some aileron input again to control this airplane on the ground. We have actually done our first flight. Oh god, did you just see that plane flying through the airport building? I don't know what that was, but let's just not care about that. That was not good. Oh, another plane. That was a quick one. Now, last of all, let's check out what planes we have in the garage, as I like to call it. Even though you actually say hangar, but whatever. Right, we have this turboprop plane. I don't know what this is. It's just a weird turboprop. We also have this, I think this is more of an ATR, which is a French turboprop, a little private jet, Cessna Citation, a CRJ 900 or something, and something very, very weird. We do have quite a lot of planes, but that is probably because these shitty planes take 1 hour to make, probably. This is a 757 maybe or something. This is the Pajot Avanti. Pretty nice plane, but probably not in this simulator. 787, I think. There are some interesting planes like the Antonov. That is cool. Even though that is actually kind of seen as a passenger plane here with the 450 seats. It's just very bad. And we have the Airbus Beluga coming in at 500 seats. What? And some fighter jet for 10 million. Now this is the B-71 Blackbird. That is by far the most expensive plane. You actually have to make money while flying, and that's how the game works, which I never really like, but you know, it's just how the game works, right? It's just very, very bad. Also, what can I say? Don't buy this flight simulator for $15. You should probably spend it on FSX or something. Yeah, this flight simulator is really, really just a very depressing one. Well, I hope that I helped at least someone at not buying the game and wasting $15. You should probably spend it otherwise. Yeah, don't buy this unless you want to lose brain cells, which is something that some people want. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you tomorrow as always. Good night.